Welcome to Intuitive Flow. I'm your host, Mikaela Filar, intuitive energetic healer, medium, entrepreneur, and mindset mentor with a mission to help you step into your fullest potential by giving you the tools to rid yourself of limiting beliefs, love yourself unconditionally, and create the reality that you dream of living. It is time to transform your mindset, get unstuck, and step into the highest frequency version of yourself who has unshakable confidence. I am even answering your juiciest questions regarding all things intuition, manifestation, personal development, self-love, self-image, and helping you work through your dilemmas, intuitively guiding you to expand your mindset and level up in life. So turn up the volume and get excited for this intuitive flow. Hey guys, and welcome back to Intuitive Flow with Mikaela Filar. In today's episode, I am this is going to be the episode that I would record if I wasn't worried about your feelings. If I wasn't worried about hurting your feelings, if I didn't care about tiptoeing around your potential, which if you know me, if you've worked with me, especially if you've worked with me closely, you know that I am a very blunt, here's how it is, get to the root cause, here's what you need to do to shift it, here's what's blocking you type of person. It's literally my job. So in this episode, I'm going to give you guys some hard truths about creating a life that you're actually obsessed with. And I am going to speak to you in a way that your higher self would speak to you. Okay. So don't shoot the messenger. This is just, I'm choosing to step into the energy of the collective of my podcast listeners. And I am setting the intent that this is exactly what you need to hear in order to get the ball moving in the direction that you are desiring to take things to create the life that you have been saying that you are going to create for way too fucking long. And you've been playing it small and you haven't been reaching your full potential because you're letting your fucking excuses get in the way. But grab something to drink, grab a snack, or put your headphones in and turn it up because this episode is exactly what you need to hear for that to happen. And we are getting right into it. It's going to be a fiery one today. Okay. Before we get into today's episode, I do want to just give you guys a little bit of a reminder that the end of August is when my courses, masterclasses, one-on-one sessions will no longer be available to you anymore. I will be working full-time for Team Allie, and I am so excited. And there will be offers that you guys will be able to snag inside of there where I will be leading them. However, they're going to be at a much higher cost. And I just want you guys to take advantage of this incredible opportunity. I will say right now, my courses, my sessions, nothing is going to go on sale. There's not going to be some sort of discount code that I hand out. It is what it is. You just have until the end of August to snag whatever it is that you are wanting to snag. There is no need to wait. And yeah, I just want to make sure that I make that very, very clear. End of August is when all of my opportunities to just work with me through my business are going to be coming down and will not be available to you anymore. Okay. Yay. Now that we got that covered, let's get into some hard truths that I am telling you with love. All right. So I picked a few and we're going to build off of these. Okay. So number one is you are not tired. You are just uninspired. So you might be hearing this. I need to put a trigger warning on this episode, but you might be listening to this and be like, well, what do you mean, Mikaela? I am tired. I work from this time to this time and I wake up at this time and blah, blah, blah. You guys, here's the thing about this. If you need 17 cups of coffee a day in order to get you through and you are excited for the next thing that's on your calendar each time you have something new on your calendar, you're not doing what your soul is here to do. You are not on your soul pool. Because if you are on your soul pool, like you are lit the fuck up and you are excited and you are ready to take on the day. You wake up excited. Like people get annoyed with how happy I am and how positive of a thinker I am. Like sometimes I even like listen back on my own shit, like my own like stories or like archived stories or like podcasts or whatever it may be. And I hear the tone of voice that I have. And I'm like, okay, like you need to take it down a notch. But like I just can't because I love life. I love my life. I love what I do. I love my life. And if you cannot confidently say the same thing, I'm urging you to take the steps that you know you need to take in order to change that. You are not fucking stuck. So stop thinking that you are stuck because you are not stuck. You are in charge of your reality. Stop blaming everything and everyone else for your mishaps or for where you're at in life right now because it is nobody's creation but your own. Period. End of story. Point blank. But the incredible thing about this, about knowing this, is that you know you created the situation that you're in right now, which means that you are more than fucking capable of creating something completely different, depending on if you are willing to put in the work that is necessary for that to happen, right? So many times, so like, I can't even tell you, you can take courses, you can take master classes, you can take sessions, like you could do all of the things where you get into the rooms that you need to get into to get the knowledge and get the tools that you need to like get the needle moving in the right direction. But if you are not actually taking those tools and taking that knowledge and taking what you've learned and implementing it into your own life on the daily, then nothing is going to fucking change, sis. Like nothing is going to change. Okay. So stop making excuses for yourself and do what you know you need to do. You are more than capable of creating change. Like I said, you are not fucking stuck. I'm going to put an explicit warning because I feel the F bombs coming through. If you're around kids, please put your headphones in or save this for another time. Cannot make any promises that I will not say that word more than 10 times at least throughout this episode because I'm fired up. All right, getting back on that topic of like, if you are feeling drained, if you feel like you need to be drinking like coffee, you need something external of you to fill the void, to feel more energized. That is a hole in your creator field. Yeah, you heard that right. It is a hole in your creator field. If you are searching for this caffeine, something outside of you, in order for you to feel more energized, in order for you to feel like you can get through the fucking day, right? You shouldn't need that. Yes, I'm not going to lie to you. I can drink a lot of coffee. Like I can drink a lot of coffee and be totally chill. But what that also means is that I can not drink coffee and also be chill. Like I can have a venti from Starbucks latte with 3 shots of espresso in it and be just as like neutral or like balanced or energized as I am if I have a half a cup of coffee. Okay. And I don't know why that is, other than I do not feel like I need the caffeine in order to get me through my day. Like I am drinking the caffeine because I like the way that it fucking tastes. I love espresso. I love coffee. I love fizz. If you don't know what fizz is, it's like it's an Arbonne thing and I'm obsessed with it and I drink it every day. But it's equivalent to half a cup of coffee. It's like a naturally derived caffeine. Anyways, wow, I just like went full on Arbonne on you, but have to tell you that I can either have like one fizz a day and be completely fine, just like if I was to have a matcha or a latte, like whatever it is, I am fine. I'm the same. That's because I don't feel like I need it. I'm not filling a void within myself with that thing. So if you feel like you need coffee, like you need coffee in order for you to like start your day, you're out of alignment. You are not doing something that makes you light up. And if you're getting triggered right now and you're shaking your head and saying, "Oh, that's not me. Like I don't need coffee." But like you can't go a week without it. All right. I want you to think about that there. If you can go a week without it, maybe even 2 weeks, maybe even a month, and you're totally fine, that means that you are in alignment. Like you're totally fine. You're good. You don't need anything outside of yourself to make you feel like you can get through your day. Then you're good. But stop settling for a life that drains you just because it's what's familiar, just because it's what's quote unquote normal. Okay. If you want to chase something, if you want to chase a dream, if you have a dream where you maybe shared it with the wrong people and they told you that you were crazy for even thinking about doing that. How could you even think about doing that? It's not, this is what they would say, it's not stable. When your 9 to 5 is, like, you can get tanked in 5 seconds if they really wanted to. Like, you have no idea. Think about 2020. Like, everyone lost their fucking jobs, right? And everyone was frantic. Want to know what I did? I started my own thing. That's when I actually like really took network marketing to the next level. And nobody could take that away from me until I realized that network marketing, like, they can take it away from you because it's not your products, it's not your business, right? You're just selling something that's not yours. But if you are not doing something because you are afraid of what other people think, or you are afraid of the amount of work that it's going to take, or you don't believe in yourself, that's not true. These are all just limiting beliefs that are not the ultimate truth. You would not have that desire in your heart or soul if it were not there for you for a reason, on purpose, for a purpose. All right. Chase after what you are wanting, block out the noise, put your blinders on, and block out the noise and go get what's yours. Okay. Next, your excuses are cute, but your soul is starving. You say that you want change, but you're continuously choosing comfort. I'll give you an example of this. I love to use gym analogies. If you know me, you know that. Think about your desired body. Like, I'm going to give you my own fucking example. Literally this morning, I am like, obviously, we all know I'm engaged. Yay. And I want to lose like 10-ish pounds. And that is because I know that I feel and look my best when I am at that specific weight. And in order for me to get there, I need to stop eating such large portions of things that are not good for me. I know that I need to stick with my walks. I know that I need to stick with my workouts. I know that I need to wake up a little bit earlier so that I can get them done because I only have so much time in the day, and so on and so forth, right? I know what I need to do, the physical actions, right? There's also the energetics that I'm doing as well, because just like we need 100% of the energetics, we need 100% of the physical. But I know the actions, physical actions that I need to take in order for me to reach my goal. And I mean, I'm going to reach this goal way faster than like when my wedding is around. Like, my wedding is in May of 2026. We picked a date. Yay. And I'm giving myself a whole year to do this. I'm going to probably do it in like 4 to 6 months. If I stick to my plan perfectly, I've intuitively channeled that, but that's besides the point. My point here is I know what I need to physically do. I know what I need to energetically do to reach my goal. So the thing is, in the morning, I told you example this morning. Okay. This morning this morning, my alarm went off at 5:50. And if you know me, you know that I don't love waking up early in the mornings. But lately, I have been waking up really damn early so that I can get my workouts in before my workday, before 9 a.m. Like, I've got to be done by like 8:30. So in order for that to happen, I have to wake up early. Okay. This is not something that I want to do, but what do I actually want? I want to hit my goal. So if I can tie this small action to my highest value, which is reaching my goal, that's my highest value right now, then I'm going to put my fucking excuses to the side and I'm going to wake up earlier so that I can get my workout in for the day and reach my goal. When my alarm went off this morning at 5:50 or 5:40, I looked at it. I really didn't want to get up. I was exhausted. This is week 3 on my intuitive health and fitness plan, which I can totally do an intuitive health and fitness plan in a one-on-one session if you're interested in that between now and the end of August. This is a very, very detailed health and fitness plan. It takes up the entire hour, and I create it before our session, and then we go over it in the session. That way I can give you everything that you need to know and reach your goal and answer any questions that you have during that. Anyways, I digress. So I looked at it and I was like, this is my 3rd week. I'm really freaking tired. I'm sore. I don't want to do this because I had a Legree class scheduled at 6:30, and that Legree class is like 30 minutes or 25 minutes away from where I live. So I had to leave at 6. And I'm like, cool. I, in that moment, was like, ugh, why did I book this class? Like, why did I book it so early? I could have booked it later, but like I couldn't have because the classes were full later, and like at the 7 o'clock class was full. So I immediately caught myself in that moment and I was like, you're complaining. Let's like switch this perspective shift right here, mindset shift. I went from like, ugh, why did I do this? Like, I'm not excited, blah, blah, blah. I went, I'm so fucking grateful to have the health that I have so that I can like get my ass out of bed and get to this workout class. I'm so grateful I have a car to take me from my house to my workout class. I'm so grateful that I have the flexibility to get home and, make breakfast and not rush to get ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, I, instead of going, why this, I'm like sad about XYZ, whatever, or like complaining, I went from that to a state of gratitude. And these are the little things. This is what I mean when I say, like, we've got to take the tools that we learn and implement it into our daily life, right? So that was like one of the shifts. And if you are consistently caving when it comes to, oh, like I'm just going to press snooze. Oh, I'm tired. Like there is a difference. Okay. There's a difference between like when you're actually tired and then like you need rest. But like, for instance, I am scheduling in my rest as well. So like I know that I'm getting enough sleep. I know that I'm getting enough rest. I know that it's just harder for me to wake up early in the mornings. And all I need to do is splash cold water on my face, get dressed, and I'm fucking good to go. Eat a protein bar on my way there, drink a fizz on my way there because yum. And then like I'm fucking good to go. And guess what? I was. And guess what? I am good. Right. And so with that being said, I had an opportunity there where I could have just pressed snooze, canceled the class, stayed in bed and cuddled with B until later on in the day and said, oh, I'll just go for a walk today or I'll just lift weights today. But guess what? That's not what my intuitive health and fitness plan that's going to get me to my fitness and health goals the quickest. That's not what it said to do. So I'm not going to do that. I am going to instead do what I said that I was going to do. This is so many things in one. Another part of this is committing to what you say you're going to fucking do. If I say literally that I commit, I press class, I book the class and I tell myself, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do what I need to do in order to hit my goal. And I'm going to book this class and I'm going to wake up at this time. And I promise myself, I make all these promises to myself. If I was to not do what I said that I was going to do, I am not committing to myself. When we do not commit to ourselves, what happens? Great question. Other people do not commit to you. Let me repeat that again. If you are not committing to what you say you are going to do, other people are not going to commit to you. They are not going to show up for you. Okay. So if you are having reflections where you don't feel like you are being committed to, you don't feel like you are a priority, that's because you are not making yourself a priority. That's because you are not committing to what you say that you are going to do for yourself. So how can you expect that from somebody else if you're not giving that to yourself? Honey. So fuck your excuses. Commit to yourself and do what you know you need to do to create the life that you're wanting. AKA in my instance, in my example here, I want to hit my goal. That's me creating the life that I want, me creating the physical body that I want. right? So next, healing. Healing is not a hobby. Healing is not something that we do because we think it's cool. Like, it's not like, oh, I'm practicing self-love because, self-care, hashtag self-care. I'm going to post the selfie of me giving myself a spa day. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's not, it is the foundation of creating the life that you want. I would not be able to manifest the life that I wouldn't have been able to manifest the life that I have right now had I not healed myself, had I not gotten out of my victim matrix, had I not learned the universal laws, had I not fully embodied the version of me that I wanted to be, right? You cannot manifest the life that you want. You cannot manifest the abundance that you want if you are babysitting your trauma and pretending like it's fine. Like, I always used to say, what did I used to say all the time? I said it in working. If you treat it like a hobby, then it's going to pay like a hobby. Do hobbies pay? No. If you treat it like a job, then it's going to pay like a job. How I say like the reason I said that in our marketing is for obvious reasons, but how we can take that and tie it into like manifesting and creating the life that you are fucking obsessed with. If you truly are serious about healing and creating a solid foundation for you to build upon, then you are going to create crazy, incredible things for yourself and for your life. But if you are like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, if you are like half-assed doing the tools that you receive from the courses or the mentors that you work with, then shit isn't going to change. Okay? Like ingredients, for instance. I remember when I first first 6 months was in this work, and the ingredients thing, if you don't know what ingredients are, it's a tool, an incredible tool for manifestation. And just like you need ingredients to bake a cake, you need ingredients to create the situation that you are wanting to create for yourself. These are the reprogramming statements that you need to create and rewire the neural pathways in your brain. Okay? That's what ingredients are. Notice that's why we call them ingredients. It's a lot easier than that mouthful. So, with that being said, when I was just starting off this work and I was like in mentorship with Allie, I remember she would ask me like, how am I doing with my ingredients? And I'd be like, oh, kind of like doing them here and there. She goes, well, doing them here and there isn't going to get you the life that you are desiring to create for yourself. And I was like, oof. And she's not wrong. And I'm going to say that same tough love to you. Not doing your ingredients, not doing the energetic and physical tools that you know you need to do to create what it is that you want to create for yourself. It's not going to get you anywhere if you weren't doing it. If you weren't doing that every day until it becomes a non-declarative, meaning that it's just who you are, how you be. Okay? Self-love is more than affirmations, bubble baths, spa days. It is accountability. It is putting yourself first and prioritizing yourself. That is the source definition of self-love. So stop betraying yourself and calling it, I'm just, taking rest, or I'm just taking a break, or I'm just being nice. Schedule that shit in. Like, schedule in the breaks so that you know that you're like optimal. Like, you're good. You're capable. Like, know the difference between making excuses for yourself and then also like scheduling in, like planning on rest. Like, I know Sundays are my rest days. Sundays I don't do any type of work. Sundays I do not work out. Sometimes I'll go for a walk, but like I won't put on my weighted vest and like walk a million miles per second. I will schedule that in. And so that's because like that is a part of healing. Like that is a part of self-love, and that is a part of putting yourself first. But like stop making excuses and then just like making excuses for your excuses. Like we've got to knock that shit off. Have some accountability, prioritize yourself, and put yourself first. How do you expect other people to prioritize you and put you first if you are not doing the same for yourself, right? Next, you want confidence. You want to, this is a big one. You want confidence. You want to clear the fear of being seen. However, you are not putting yourself out there. You are not doing anything that scares you. You are continuing to play it small. You are continuing to shrink. You are continuing to not post or not reach out to that person you need to reach out to, or whatever it is. Okay. Or you're not like creating the podcast, like putting your excuses aside and just doing the damn thing because you are shrinking, because you are afraid. Safety and growth do not live in the same room. Okay. If you want to grow, you need to get uncomfortable. If you want change, you have to do things that you do not want to do to create that change. I always say in the gym, whatever you do not want to do is probably the thing that you need to do most. Whatever you do not want to do is probably the thing that you need to do the most. Remember that. Next time you don't want to do something, ask yourself, why do I not want to do this? Do I not want to do this because it makes me uncomfortable? Because that's different than like, if it's not a full body yes, then it's a no. Are you making excuses for yourself, or are you afraid? Like, is that fear coming up? And if that fear is coming up, work through that fear, shift that fear, push through the fear, and go do what you need to do. You say that you want to create a life that you're obsessed with and that you dream about, but you're still looking for everyone's approval. You're still talking to everybody about your idea. You're still asking your mentor or your mom or your sister, or your brother, or your cousin, or your uncle, or your friends, or your boyfriend or your girlfriend what they think about X, Y, and Z that you want to do, but you aren't doing it because maybe they looked at you funny. I remember at a lunch, I was with a friend, and I told her, I was like, oh no, I'm going to make $10,000 a month doing this. At that point in my life, I thought that that was like the ultimate goal. And that is a goal. You know, that is something that you reach. That is a stepping stone. But then you're like, okay, well, I can create more. And the more that I create, I know the more people that I'm helping. And that's where I want to get. Like, I want to create and help the most amount of fucking people. And if I just have a small like goal, like $10,000 a month, that's capping myself. And if I cap myself there, then I'm also capping the amount of people that I can help. Okay. So let's not cap ourselves. So, but I remember being there and telling her that. And she's like, come on, Mikaela, like, come down from the clouds. Like, basically projecting her own beliefs on what is or isn't possible. Little does she know that there are people out there in this community, in this space, that literally make six figures a month, $200,000, $500,000 per month. That right there, that's wild. That's wild to me. It's wild to me still, but I know it's possible. And because I know it's possible, I'm like, if it's possible for somebody else, it's possible for me. So why cap myself at 10? And also, why allow her opinion to keep me playing small? Because there's there's an opportunity in that thing. I could have like shrunk. I could have been like, oh yeah, you're probably right. Like, that is crazy, huh? And I could have like joined her frequency, or I can show up and like stand in my truth and stand in what I believe is possible for myself and be like, no, like, that's like going to be my reality. And now it is, right? And so that is the difference, is like believing in yourself and standing in your truth and standing in what you believe is possible for yourself, and doing the things that other people think are not possible or are crazy, and like not caring what they think. If you care what other people think and you're trying to like start a business or start something or do something that like nobody else, this doesn't have to even just do with career, right? This could be in so many different areas of life. If you are just like waiting for other people to approve and validate you and what you want to do and what you want to create, you're not going to get anywhere. Like you're always, and you're going to be capped, and we don't want that for you, right? If you want to create the dream life that you say you want to create, you're going to have to stop caring about what everyone else thinks and put your blinders on and think about all of the things that you want to create. Hold on to that knowing and surround yourself with people who lift you up and who believe in you and who know that what you want to do is life changing and who know that what you want to do you are fully capable of. And put yourself in rooms where you feel like the smallest fish so that you can learn and you can grow as a person. If you are like in a group setting and you don't feel like you feel like you're like the top, like top of the food chain. I don't know, just how to really, like, you feel like there's nothing, like you're the smartest person in the room, right? You got to move into a different room because that will cap you. Not saying that you have to like let everyone who isn't on the same frequency as you go. You do have to get, if you don't want to get stagnant and get feeling quote unquote stuck again, you got to put yourself in rooms that challenge you to grow continuously. I'm doing it right fucking now. Me being on Team Allie, I'm putting myself in a whole new world of growth. Like I've been in it for what, like a month and a half. And I've already learned so much. I feel like my skills as an intuitive have even grown immensely since, right? So with that being said, stop caring about what other people think. Stop living in fear. Stop waiting for their validation. Stop talking to everybody about what you want to do. Don't take advice from people who are not exactly where, like, if you wouldn't switch places with somebody, do not take advice from them. Period. End of story. Okay. So those are just a few things that I would say if I did not care about hurting your feelings. And I want to know how you feel about this episode. DM me, let me know how you liked it. This is the mindset that it takes to create crazy big things. This is work and it's so worth it. You got to make bold decisions. You got to be willing to disappoint others because you know that the only approval that you need is your own. You got to stop waiting for the right time and start creating the momentum that you want to create the life that you are desiring to create for yourself. You got to choose discomfort over numbness or over comfort every time. You have to become the version of you who would be obsessed with your own life and then make decisions as that version of you. And I'm not saying any of this to make you feel bad about yourself. I'm saying this because I love you too much to watch you settle. Okay? You are capable. God, source, universe would not put these desires on your heart if it were not possible for you. Keep fucking going. Fuck what anybody else says. Do what feels right for you because you are the only person who knows what is right for you. I want you to do some self-inventory here and take some radical responsibility and get honest with yourself and think about an area of your life that you are abandoning right now, like that you are not showing up as your best self, that you could be doing the things that you need to be doing in order to create the reality, the outcome that you are wanting, and to stop abandoning yourself in that area. Just start off with one. Just start off with one area of life. It could be vocation, it could be passion, hobby, it could be physical, it could be mental, it could be spiritual, it could be vocation, it could be family, whatever area of life that is of your highest value or that you feel like you are lacking, you feel like you are abandoning yourself in. Choose one of those areas. If there's multiple, just choose one for now and stop abandoning yourself in that area. Make one move as soon as we get done with this podcast episode, as soon as you get done listening. that is going to move the needle in the direction that you are wanting to go in, that your future self is going to thank you for. That is all I've got for you today. Reminder again, if you are interested in booking a one-on-one session, if you're interested in taking any of my courses, you've got Aligned, Glowed Up, or Aligned AF, Glowed Up. I've got tons of masterclasses that are available for sale and very limited availability for sessions. So between now and the end of my session time, I am going to look and get clear on exactly how many pretty soon. But with that being said, if you are waiting, there's no need to wait. Invest now, invest in yourself now, invest in your future that you desire now, so that you know the exact steps that you need to take in order to get you to where you want to fucking go. You fucking got this, queen. I believe in you. And DM me, screenshot this. Let me know how you like it. Tag me on Instagram. If you're watching this on YouTube, like and subscribe. I'm so happy that you are listening, and I'm so grateful for you. And I will chat soon. Bye.